Play comme pour lui parler sans voix. Yo, m'voye le ba oui.
Ba kousen non.
Il va Superstition 9, man.
Ah, ok, m'jen pou nan.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh. Sorry, bro. Sorry. What about Joe bagay?
M'tou m'sou Discord lan.
Ah,
Si ou si ou man bit ou ka ti moun.
ebe pa en chalet. Yeah. Yeah. Come back again. Zafem go back. Zafem, some leads don't get back. I'm back. I'm got to them back. I can't get back. Zafem.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
We have already started here.
Vitinha.
Played out to the right. Showing great feet there. Takes a shot!
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
Best. That's a shade optimistic. Seedorf. Here's Vitinha. That's an imaginative pass. It's played through for him. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Looking to play him in. Chooses to go back. Shot, surely! That is produced there, the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Ambitious ball here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Sporting yet to have an attempt on goal. That has not gone well. Howson is always looking to break lines. That is good alertness. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's forced to go back. Spread out to the left. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Messi. Takes the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. That's a cute ball. Now, this could be a chance. Vitinha. Seedorf. Front-footed pressing going on here. Well read, nice interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Has a look and plays it forward. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Maldini. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And it's Caceres. Chooses to go crossfield. Son Heung-min. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vieira. And it's Hullet. Hullet powering forward here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Thinks about the shot. Is there any support? He might not need it. Over to the left. Delivers with whip.
I couldn't quite sort his feet out in time to get it under control.
Son Heung-min is onto it in a flash. Out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's an errant pass. Pele. Best. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Maldini, very much a man of this moment. Caceres. Vitinha. It's Ronaldinho. And here's Torres. Fernando Torres. Good read, needed to be. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now he's off and running. And here's Mbappe. Pull it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Vitinha. Opts for safety. Ferdinand. Here's Caceres. Costa Curta. Maldini. And here's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Beckham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still... It has a shot! It's a loose ball. Beckham. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No luck with that dink over the top. Howson. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ronaldinho. Probing pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? It's pretty much standard practice these days.
Now it's Hullet. The ball has bounced loose now. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Torres. Shot a goal! Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist? Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
He's gone for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Chance for a shot!
Really?
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Maldini.
Decent progress down the left.
And he's managed to get free.
Oh, great feat, that.
Look at the space here.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Son Heung-min. He has found the way through.
And here's Son Heung-min.
And that's going right the way across.
And Messi! And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
I wish really.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Ronaldinho. Vitinha. And it's Maldini. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Ronaldinho. And it's Vitinha. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. It's Park Ji-sung. Threads one in. Plays it across.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Looking for a runner. Park Ji-sung in acres of space out wide.
Makalele gathers from the goal kick. Park Ji-sung.
Everything here will gravitate towards Jan Koller. He's not the fastest or the most sophisticated, but he holds up play so strongly.
And if you've got him in the side, you're going to play to him.
Very much so. His height just dictates his game.
Pull it. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Goulet. And he was quick to react. It's Park Ji-sung. Looking for options for movement. He slings it.
Oh, smashing header! It's there!
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Sporting are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Sporting really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Best. Driving forward. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Makalele. And it's Jordi Alba. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni.
Jordi Alba.
And it's Makalele. Vieira looking to penetrate opposition lines. Tries to pass it through.
Lovely bit of skill.
Chance for a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Makalele is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Mbappe gets a foot in here, aims beyond the defence. Pelé, and that has left him in a heap.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Chouameni attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu makes the interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Makalele. Otto. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Played into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. Here comes another cross. Up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And the return pass. And here's Mbappe. And that's been drilled in. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. He's on it. Big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sporting have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. He's beaten and he shoots! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Odo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Makaleli. Ferdinand. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chouameni. Jordi Alba looking to run onto it. And he's managed to get free. Nice control. No, there's no going past him this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ferdinand. And it's Odo. It's Park Ji-sung. Now Odo. Ferdinand. And he's gone searching crossfield. Taken back almost at once. And that could set him on his way. Thinks about the shot. And it's played into the middle. Vieira.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Collier. Makaleli
is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Limsiz madas gibi. Baru ba. Yes, madas of Bajus madas.
Ferdinand. And back to the goalkeeper. Now Costa Curta. Chouameni, it's a pretty loose pass. And it's Vieira. Rolls it backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Best really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Opts for safety. Pull it. Best. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Mbappe. Takes the shot. Park Ji-sung, who does have an assist to his name. Jordi Alba. And he's forced to go back. And it's Otto. Makaleli. And he's there to make the challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Otto. And a goal kick. Into the last quarter of an hour. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly. Oh, what a climb! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Jordi Alba. And it's Chouameni. And it's Makaleli. That's a good ball out wide. Otto. Well, that is one way to stop him. Climbs up big! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Makaleli is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Cafu. Goulet. Looking to play him in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, they could be caught out here. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's looking wide. Cross to the back post.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Odo. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pass somewhat off target. And that is as far as it goes. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are...
Something like that. E mwen jout di match sot sa la.
Invitasyon mwen, game nan bete mdi yo, game nan pe. Wet man.
Yeah.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
And he's had a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Maldini. That has been slung wide. He's had a shot! No, he's missed it.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
He's given it away. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass somewhat off target.
Ronaldinho.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Searching pass he's played there. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now he's got space here.
Played into space out wide.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. And here's Hullet. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's played it in low. And now they can spring out of defence. Spreads it out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Marquez. He's looking wide. Played over towards the opposite flank. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Gets a good foot in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Sporting, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Marquez is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And it's Ronaldinho. That's an excellent interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, sweet feet. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. That has ended up in no man's land. And they can counter here. Best. Vitinha. Vieira. Good, strong midfield running here. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And it's made its way to him. Electric. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Howson.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Son Heung-min. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
But he's gone backward here. Caceres. Aim forwards. He's in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Goulet is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Ball's played through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Not the most convincing of passes. Played out to the right. That's gone for a throw-in.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Now it's Kaká. Mateus. And he's picked it up out wide. Vitinha. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's good running with the ball. Vitinha. And it's Maldini. Swung over. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Ferdinand. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Messi. Mbappe. That's Vieira. Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Hullet. That's a cute ball. It's a goal kick. Caceres. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too.
Sporting really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Turns back here, probably the best option. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that has left him in a heap. Caceres carries the ball down the right. And it's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Out of play for a throw.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 11. Número 8. Número 21. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 14. Número 20. Número 22. Kaká está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Vieira. That's an imaginative pass. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Well, nicely intercepted. Caceres. Some good work on the right flank here. Now Modric.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And it's Hullet. Looking to play him in. He's got away.
Dos minutos de compensação.
Maldini, a player who needs no introduction. Caceres. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now it's Son Heung-min, looking for options for movement. Brilliantly cut out. Schmott.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
So we finish as we started. Try as they might. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
The action has already started.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means a centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And here's Mbappe, little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Out towards the flank. Vieira.
Vieira.
He's having a go!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that was probably asking just too much.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Pullet with the short one.
Cruyff with the cross. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Cruyff. He's had a shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's certainly onside here. That is lovely. Goes for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Turns back here, probably the best option. Costa Curta. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Now it's Pelé. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Vitinha played with finesse. Oh, that was vital. Half an hour played now. Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Messi hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Mbappe. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get...
And there's the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Seedorf. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Now that looks a decent ball. He's gone for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's forced to go back. Oh, terrible pass. He might be in here. Can he finish? Goal! Sporting! A goal at a really telling moment. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Sporting have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vitinha. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Sporting leading 1-0 at the break.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
There's the start of the second half. Sporting carrying a one-goal lead. And he's gone searching crossfield. Bastoni. Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Passing nice and neat. Knocks it out wide. Played out wide. Knocks it out wide. And it's Seedorf. Who's looking wide. Messi. Chance to deliver. And that was very necessary. Now Costa Curta. And here's Ronaldinho. And he's had it nicked away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. No way through. Sporting are still that goal to the good. Costa Curta. Costa Curta making good progress on the right-hand side. Looking for the run. Zakaria. 60 minutes played. And here's Son Heung-min.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Searching pass he's played there. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. Sporting leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número
Both sides
14.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11, número 22. Kaká.
That's
Vamos
offside.
aplicar uma
Yes, it is.
substituição.
Bastoni. Sporting do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Neymar.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's had a hit! Oh, that could cost them.
Son Heung-min absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Opts for safety. Neymar. Ricky Puig. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Seedorf has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Howson. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Son Heung-min. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. And that could well leave a mark. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Goulet, chance here to counter. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a little loose. Pull it. And that will be it. Sporting have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Hullet.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Vieira.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a really well-measured ball.
Park Ji-sung.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Sporting controlling the possession in this early phase.
Vieira. Mbappe.
Makalele producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Makalele.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And it's Tchouaméni. Makalele is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Howson.
Mbappe.
Decent progress down the left. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Tchouaméni, oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Swung over. Played out wide. And it's Makalele. He's having a shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's been cut out, well played. Makalele. And he's forced to go back. Odo. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Hullet wins the duel this time. Costa Curta. It's Park Ji-sung. Cross to the back post.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Otto goes short. In towards the back. It's a mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. Ferdinand, foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Sporting are down to 10 men. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. That has been slung wide. Costa Curta. It's Park Ji-suk. Played in by Park. Terrific header! No, not the best of headers.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. The final seconds now. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Caros espectadores, consultem o ecrã gigante para informações acerca dos horários dos comboios em todas as estações principais.
That gets things going for the second half.
Sporting really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Costa Curta. And it's Otto. Great run on the overlap. He's gone for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Costa Corta. Oh, can he get onto this? And no, he's seen through all of that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's gone looking for safety. Cafu. Howson.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Collier. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Makaleli. Over to the left, and it's Roberto Carlos. It's a promising position, and it's played into the middle. Cleared away. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Howson. Now Mbappe. Howson. Cafu. Makalele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Odo. And it's Odo. Ferdinand. Makalele. Chouameni. Now Odo. Makalele. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Knocks it out wide. Just about up to 75 minutes. Out towards the flank. And it's Makalele. Out to the right. And it's Odo. Odo puts the ball in. And that has been knocked clear. Spread it left. Now the ball in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Yo.
Yeah?
Saçmalama.
Böyle mi?
Saçmalama da sen. At suagi tu dari sana.
Gibi? Bunu fark etmeyin. Çok var bir
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Makalele. Chouameni. Makalele. Odo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Makalele is always looking to break lines.
when you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well...
Goes for the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's Chouameni. Oh, nice touch. Looking for options for movement. Pullet gets good distance on it.
Look,
there has to be more
He'll do
urgency
up.
here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, sweet feet. Park Ji-sung's cross.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vamos
Makaleli.
ter minuto de compensação.
Chouameni. Odo. Played in deep. And he knocks it clear. That's that, the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side.
Yo, Zafem gen ap pose men, gen ap joun not fwa parce que ban jè yon bagay la.